Now we have some big breaking news coming in. This is CNN News 18's mega exclusive. Khalistani groups are planning to disrupt Vijay Dashmi celebrations in Surrey of Canada. Khalistani groups are actually planning major disruptions during Vijay Dashmi program that has been organized by Hindus. They are planning to bring big vehicles to stop entry of Hindus to the venue. They are also bringing in the protesters who are already gathered in Surrey for October 28 programs of referendum. According to the sources, they are planning major insults of Hindus and Indians by burning the effigies of prominent Indian leaders. The local Hindus have told CNN News 18 that RCMP is not ready to take action because they say that this ongoing tension between India, Sikh and Canada give them a freedom of speech. Now, CNN News 18 already reported that Khalistani groups are using radio stations to radicalize youth Sikhs who were born after 1984. And related to that, this is CNN News 18's mega exclusive coming in straight from Canada, that Khalistani groups are now planning to disrupt Vijay Dashmi celebrations in Surrey. Another showdown happening there in Canada against Hindus and against India. We have CNN News 18's Anand Narasimhan joining us on the broadcast. Anand, could you give us more details about the plans that these Khalistani groups now have against India?
Well, it's late in the evening. Good morning, Sakshi. It's late in the evening in Surrey, but so Vijay Dashmi for us today in India right now will be sometime later tonight in India or early morning in Canada. And there are Vijay Dashmi celebrations that are planned by the Canadian Hindus in Surrey region, and we are given to understand that this terrorist organization led by the terrorist Sikh for Justice is going to instigate locals to try and disrupt the Dasera celebrations and also perhaps plan very insulting and vile kind of behavior and also display and to disrupt the entire Vijay Dashmi celebrations. And the larger concern is that the Canadian authorities seem to be saying that seeing this as part of ongoing tensions and saying that this is all okay, all right, allowed under the garb of freedom of speech. But fact is that this is open bigotry that is on display in Canada. And how is it that the Canadian authorities are okay with this? There are Canadian citizens whose faith is being assaulted, whose faith is being challenged. And why is it that that's not being done? And how is religious bigotry allowed in the garb of freedom of speech? So on the one hand, they claim that their entire aim is political and there is nothing religious about it, and now they're making it about faith and assaulting Indian Hindus, Canadian Hindus there. So the Canadian Hindu population has raised these concerns time and again, and Surrey has become the hotbed for these elements who largely have criminal antecedents, who on false pretexts have sought asylum and citizenship in Canada and are operating on Canadian soil. But more importantly, this aspect of an American citizen in Gurpatwan Panun acting on Canadian soil, instigating Canadians against Canadians and also propagating secession against another nation. These are actually violative of a lot of Canadian laws itself, and how is Canada permitting it is a larger question. But currently we're given to understand that the Vijay Dashmi celebrations could be disrupted, and there are active plans to try and disrupt the proceedings and the Vijay Dashmi celebrations in Surrey. Whether or not the Canadian authorities do respond, we'll have to wait and watch.
Right, Anand. Please stay with us because we have another piece of breaking news coming in. This is also CNN News 18's mega exclusive. We are telling our viewers that pro-Khalistani Sikhs are back to Vancouver from Europe and USA. Gangster from Jalandhar is the ringleader. Now, radio stations, as we earlier told you, are hired for radicalization of the young Sikhs present there. Sikhs from Italy, Germany, USA and UK are gathered in Vancouver, Canada to do another Khalistani showdown. This time, the ringmaster is going to be Amritbir Singh Cheema. Amritbir Singh Cheema is from Jalandhar and wanted in many cases in Punjab. Coming back to you, Anand, what more details do we have about this showdown as well as radio programs being used to radicalize these youth?
Time and again, we've had radio hosts and radio jockeys saying that they have the Khalistanis have infiltrated, and these secessionist elements have infiltrated, and they are controlling via muscle power because they are also criminals and gangsters. They are controlling a lot of the mediums of communication and also outreach. So if they have entrenched themselves in the political and administrative system in Canada, they have also entrenched themselves in media, and they are using the media and especially radio to portray false information, false broadcasts, and make false claims. And especially those who are born after 1984 or in the 90s, this generation does not know what actually transpired, and they've been fed a very distorted version, a very distorted, convoluted version of the entire sequence of events. And somewhere the entire aspect of hate has been seeded with misinformation, and all of this has been done brazenly by these kind of elements using platforms like radio, and they have taken over these radio stations and they continue to control the broadcast. So anybody who wants to correct the narrative or to try and break this entire chain of misinformation is intimidated and is done away with. So they are very selective about the kind of people who they hire and the kind of messaging that they deliver. And a lot of times these are the people who have also propagated this entire gangster culture, lyrics in songs which are secessionist, have got soft separatist undertones. And also somewhere they have also allowed themselves to
Right.
be coveted and cultivated by the ISI to try and create messaging which
Right,
is
Anand.
inimical to India, but helpful in perhaps the devious machinations of the enemy nation.
Right, Anand. Thank you so much for bringing in all those crucial details. We'll keep coming back to you for more updates. It's time to slip into a very short commercial break. Stay with CNN News 18 for more such stories right on the other side.